Alright, so here I got a battle for you on Memorial Day against Kendrick, aka Benzes to him just a car. And I still hate nigger music. I don't know why I keep making nigger references like that, but racism aside, here's the battle. Standard OU as always. His team is fairly threatening to mine. Mainly that Mega Manectric because it basically can run through my entire team, assuming a few of my key Pokemon are gone. Latias needs to be weakened. Talonflame gets one shot by Voltwitch. This thing, Aegislash, gets fucked up by Heat Wave. T-Tar needs to be weakened. Landorus gets HP iced, and this Kyurem needs to be weakened a little. So yeah, the main threat I was looking at was that Manectric actually, as well as the Mega Scizor or the Mega Garchomp. Not so much Mega Garchomp as much as Mega Scizor. I'm pretty much worried about the Scizor more because it could Bullet Punch, and then I can't sweep with Tyranitar or Kyurem or anything. So another possible threat is that that thing, the Bisharp, because it sword dances and it sucker punches and stuff. So my main objective in this battle is to get as much damage off on that Manectric, hopefully get off a lot of damage on it to the point where my Shadow Sneak or Brave Bird will be able to kill it with my priority moves. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and warn you right now, I kind of play like complete and utter shit during the most part of this battle. So here, turn one, commence the shit plays. So I forgot that the speed didn't come in until after the Mega Evolution. So right there I could have just went straight for the Draco and pretty much killed off the Manectric, because I highly doubt it would have been able to live a Life Orb Draco Meteor from my Latias. So he's gonna go ahead and bring in his Garchomp. I should have figured he was Scarfed, but I thought he was bluffing the Scarf and was trying to either Mega Evolve or set up rocks. So I decided to stay in here, which was absolutely foolish on my part since I did have Landorus, which would have taken basically any one of its moves fairly easily. I guess I didn't want to bring him in on the off chance that he would use Outrage and be banded and 2-hit KO me. Then I wouldn't be able to get up rocks. So I kind of stayed in with Latias that it'll work out. So I'm gonna go into my Aegislash here, knowing that he's locked into the Dragon type move, because he obviously outsped my Latias. So I figured he would bring in the Bisharp, and that's why I'm gonna go for the Sacred Sword. But he decides to make the more safe play and go into Zamungus instead of his Bisharp. Although Amoonguss isn't technically such a great switch into this guy, because as you can see here, the Shadow Ball is gonna do about 50%. So depending on damage variations, if I had gone for the Shadow Ball, I could have possibly killed off that Amoonguss this turn, but I didn't. So that means he's gonna be able to hit me with the Spore and put me to sleep. So this kind of puts me in a situation that I didn't want to. Although I suppose I would prefer this guy be asleep than anything else. If I had rocks up, I would have chose to sleep my Landorus, but I don't, so that's why I didn't do that. So knowing that the Amoonguss more than likely is not going to be able to touch me, I'm going to stay in, try to burn off some sleep turns, and hopefully I'll wake up and get off some more damage on it. And since I am faster than it, I'd be able to kill it the following turn. But yeah, actually stay in here as he brings in his Manectric again. I'm going to stay in here again, trying to go for the King Shield and trying to burn off some turns of sleep. I mean, I figured he would go for the Voltwitch, but he actually ends up going for the Thunder Wave. So now I'm actually gonna stay in here at this point, assuming that he maybe doesn't want to go for the Heat Wave, because the switch is very obvious, the Heat Wave is also very obvious. So I'm just gonna stay in here, and I figure what I go for. I believe I go for a Shadow Ball here, which is what I end up going for, because thankfully this guy decides to wake up this turn. So that's pretty good. Shadow Ball is going to do about half to that thing, and I believe I'm going to kill him off the next turn. So yeah, actually I don't go for the kill simply because he still has a Bisharp waiting out there, waiting to come in and knock off my items. So I thought the Bisharp switching would be very obvious, and he would also regain some HP with the Regenerator ability. So I went for the So the secrets are predicting that, but instead it goes out to Scizor, so I get off a little bit of damage off on this thing, and then I make sort of a misplay. I probably should have gone for the King Shield here, but instead I don't, and I get pursued. So I see the Life Orb though, so I don't have to worry about any megas this battle. So because he is Life Orbed, I know that he's probably not going to want to stay in, knowing that after Life Orb damage, an Earthquake would probably be able to kill him. So instead I'm going to go for the knockoff, hoping he'd bring in something else like the Rotom maybe, but instead he just goes out to Zamungus, foddering that off, and that's pretty good for me because now he won't be able to sleep anything else. So that annoyance is gone. Now he does decide to go into this Rotom, and I decided to make a very ballsy play here and go and stay in and go for my Stealth Rock because I kind of need them this battle, mainly for that Manectric, because my Shadow Sneaker is gone, which means that I'm gonna need some type of damage on it. But yeah, since I stayed in the following turn, I'm hoping that he doesn't predict me to switch out this turn and go for the Volt Switch, which is probably what I would have done in all honesty, but he decides to stay in and go for the Hydro Pump, as that's good for me because now it's going to allow me to set up a substitute, and he will not be able to break it. He won't be able to status me, obviously, and he's going to go into Scizor here, take some decent Stealth Rock damage, and because he is Life Orb, I know that after the Life Orb damage, assuming he goes for Earth Power, I'm going to be able to knock him out, or after he goes for Bullet Punch rather, I'm going to be able to knock him out with the Earth Power. So it's kind of good that he had Life Orb instead of Leftovers. If he had Leftovers, I don't know what I'm saying, but if he had Leftovers, this probably would have been quite a situation for me. But then again, I did have Landorus, so I'm not sure how that would have played out. But Earth Power is able to take out the Scizor, because of the Stealth Rock damage and the Life Orb damage. So now he's gonna go in his Garchomp. I know it's Scarfed. I don't know if he wants to go for Earthquake or not. He might go for Outrage, and I don't want to bring in my Landorus because Outrage might be a 2-hit KO, and I kind of want Landorus around for that Bisharp. So I'm assuming at this point Tyranitar is actually not going to be as useful, simply because he does have Rotom at full health and I won't be able to knock it out, as well as the Scarf Garchomp, which I'm gonna need +2 in order to outspeed. So I figured going into T-Tar here would be the better option, so I end up going for Ice Punch here, just in case he wanted to predict me to Dragon Dance and then hit me, and then he'd be able to outspeed me the following turn, and kill me off with 2 Dragon Claws. So just in case he wanted to stay, and I went straight for the Ice Punch as it brings in his Manectric. So this is pretty good for me because now he's into the range where, for one, he won't be able to switch in too many times because I did get a Stealth Rock, and 2, Brave Bird can kill him off now at this point since I am Choice Banded. So Manectric dies. I didn't go for the Dragon Dance again there either because he still has the Garchomp, as I've said before. Here again, I'm still fearing the Outrage, so I'm actually gonna stay in, which might have been kind of foolish of me, but I don't know, I guess it didn't really matter too much. But this turn is going to allow me to bring in my Landorus, and here I kind of start fucking up again after making a few somewhat decent plays. I believe, yeah, here, I don't know, I forget what the fuck I go for. I think I go for Earthquake or something, but no, I actually go for U-turn, predicting a switch into the Rotom, not the Bisharp. But it doesn't matter because I know my Kyurem is gonna be faster than this Bisharp, unless he's Choice Scarfed randomly, which would be fairly weird because he already has one Choice Scarf, and you know Bisharp's Choice Scarf really isn't all that common. So I'm gonna get some Leftovers recovery here and gonna kill this thing off with an Earth Power. So yeah, he's gonna hit me with the Sucker Punch. I could have set up a sub, even went for a Roost, but I really didn't think it mattered at this point since I knew it wouldn't be able to kill me off, and I don't actually need too much HP, because for now my plan is to win with this guy. I just need to get up a Tailwind first because I believe he has Garchomp and Rotom left. So assuming I get up his Tailwind to outspeed this Garchomp, I'm gonna Ice Beam this and then Earth Power the Rotom. So even if the Rotom is able to live a Earth Power, I should be able to roost off most of my damage and then you know, eventually win the battle. So here I go into Landorus. For some reason, I expected him to switch out to Rotom or something, so I go for the knockoff, which could have come back to bite me in the ass, because now this gives him a chance to possibly set up his Stealth Rock. So I'm actually going to stay in here, as he luckily does not go for Stealth Rocks. Well, luckily I assumed at this point of the battle. So he's going to kill off my Landorus here, and I'm going to go into Talonflame simply to set up the Tailwind. Like I said, I'm counting on Tailwind to help me outspeed this Garchomp and kill off the rest of his Pokemon with Kyurem. But this Dragon Claw does not do quite enough damage, so I'm hoping he gets a really high damage roll this following turn and kills me off. But unfortunately for me, I'm left at 5 HP, which means that I only have 1 turn remaining of Tailwind. So that should be enough though, because I do outspeed the Garchomp, like I said, and I'm going to be able to Ice Beam. But this does give him a chance to maybe possibly try to outplay or play around my Tailwind. He could go to the Rotom here, and just to where my Tailwind wears out, and he'd be able to live the Ice Beam. But even if he does that, then I should be able to get up a sub on his Rotom, and essentially even if the Tailwind ends, I would be behind a sub and kill off his Dragon Garchomp. But I'm retarded, so I kind of misclick and go for Roost. So I end up losing, but I'm pretty sure that would have been my win, because he only had Rotom left, and I would have easily killed off his Rotom with Earth Power. But yeah, comment, rate, all that shit. I'm out.